Howdy guys, it's Nintendo Capri Sun here again with you, and it's like, well, I think you know who it is by now. I mean, you clicked on the video, didn't it? You fell for it. So I guess I should not act like you don't know whose voice you're about to hear or something like that. Then again, though, it is kind of, you know, my thing lately. You know. Okay, so what am I doing? Holy crap. We're in the middle of a 3-heart run. It's kind of awkward just jumping in on a Zelda game like this. But, you know, because normally you have to go through the intro and get on the horse and do all that crap. Okay, so what we need to do now, mainly, is pick up as many rupees as we can. Because we have a lot of upgrades that we lack. Namely, the blue ring and arrows. That's what I'm thinking of mostly. And the magic shield, which can be found in there. And we also want to have rupees for bait, because we're going to need that in level 7. And we'll also need rupees for those guys that sell bombs in the dungeon. Haha. But you thought I was going to go for the heart container for a second there, didn't you? Well, fooled you. So we got a couple of red levers here. Always good money drops here. Well, I think that was decent. I guess it could have been better, but anyway, so we'll get some money here. Bop. That's 30 more rupees, yeah. Can't complain about that. Oh, can't complain about that, man. We're doing a lovely job so far on this. Whew, boy, oh boy. Can't complain about that. Yeah, so today was the load day at work. I had to do the load, so that was kind of fun. I'll have to do it again on Tuesday, but after that, no more load for yours truly. It's gonna be interesting. I'm already thinking, though, that, like, after a few months, I'm gonna get bored with the whole sitting around the house recording LPs all day, and I'll probably wind up getting another job then. But for the time being, I really had to just get out of the one I was at. And I'll probably go into more detail about exactly why more later, when I know that I don't have to go in and risk the thought that somebody might have seen the video. You know, because I never know sometimes what I should say and what I shouldn't say. But once I'm gone and I never have to go back, then I can say anything I want to. But, you know, it's not like I'm going to start calling people by their first names or anything like that. It's just, you know, and it's not like this really, you know, I mean, it's not like I want to sit here and start ranting about people or anything like that, but it's just gotten to a point where with recent changes now, everybody is so miserable in there, and it rubs off on you, really. When you're around people who are miserable, you tend to be miserable yourself. And it's just what they're doing in there now with the paperwork and everything, all the work they got these people doing. It is absolutely ridiculous. But what are you gonna do? So, that's just a small piece of the pie. Ooh, wow, hey, there's some rupees. Can't argue with that. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get arrows now, because they're right over here. Oops, well, dude, get away from me, get away! Ah! No, wait, they'll hear! Somebody drop a heart, please. Well, that's good. Yeah, you can drop a clock. Drop a clock. And more rupees. I'm not sure why I even picked up that red potion, because I'm not going to remember that I have it when I'm in the dungeon. This is going to be like, I mean, if I get really deep into a dungeon, or maybe if I'm fighting a boss, then I might use it then. But not at a moment like right now, when it would just be almost a complete waste. A waste of my time and a waste of yours. Of course, it's not really wasting that much time to drink a potion, because you're not watching Link hold it out in front of his face like, hey, look at me! Look what I'm about to do! I'm about to drink a potion, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. Oh, he just had to be shooting the rock right as I swung my sword, so that I had no shield protection. Huh. That's another thing I said on that Nicholson Pool Fun tape, I just now remembered. I said shield protection, lucky goggles. It's just a song I made up on the top of my head. And I'm almost dead, so guess I better be careful. Alright guys, don't you drop hearts? Haha, there we go. Okay, come get me. Don't you just love when the last enemy drops the clock? It's like, yeah, thanks for defeating the whole purpose. Okay, well, we got a locked door there, I believe. Let's see what's over here. I don't particularly want to miss anything, and as long as we got enemies with, or rooms with easy enemies here, not gonna object to fighting them. Yeah, alright, another heart. Back in business, baby. That's another key, how about that? I'll just take that and leave. I'll just come and take your key, hope you guys don't mind. I'm sure you weren't gonna do anything with it. You're just snakes after all, you don't have opposable thumbs. You can't even pick it up. I don't think you really need to go in any of these doors in here. There's one that I think leads to the magical boomerang, which I believe is the third one. Oh, there's the ringleader. We killed the ringleader and the rest of them died off. Come here, yous! Come here! Get over here! Yeah, this is that room. Okay, what I'm gonna do here, actually... it's kind of cheap, but they're gonna drop more anyway. Holy crap. Oh, what the heck? Holy jeez. Ugh. Oh man, how lucky can you get? Jeez. I didn't realize this wall would open up here. Maybe we get our bombs back. Yay. Ah, this is a waste of time. Get in here and kill them, man. Ah, I shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have gotten so cocky. Man, look at the keys we're picking up left and right here. This is ridiculous, man. Yeah, so this dungeon is weird because it doesn't have, like, its own treasure. So, and all the other dungeons have some kind of unique treasure to offer, but this one doesn't, so... And the closest thing it does have to a treasure is the magical boomerang, so, yeah. Well, that was easy. Good lord. And maybe if I talked over it, it wouldn't have been as easy, but... Oh, well. Shit. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Alright, guys, that's it for Dungeon 2. It looked like that was a real challenge or anything, but... Well, at least it's done now. We can say we have the first 4 pieces of the Triforce. We're officially halfway through our quest now, with the exception of the last dungeon. Which... Does anybody really count the last dungeon as part of the quest when they're measuring how far they've gotten in a quest? I don't think so. Because the last dungeon is it, you're done, you know? Just one last push, you know? Like when you're having a baby. Well, I guess that last push might be the one that kills you, though. Or whatever. Jeez, I talk so nonchalantly about it as if it were no big deal. Of course it is no big deal after you watch Lost. How many different pregnancies and births do you have to witness over the course of that 6-season show? I think you see it happen like 5 times. 5 different people have babies. You got Claire, and then in the 1st season, you got Penny in the 5th season, you got Sun in the 4th season. There's that other chick who has Ethan. And that's also in season 5. And who knows who else. Well, whatever. Anyway, we're gonna try and get up here and get some more of these. Get some more of the toilet paper here. I got lucky in not taking a hit there. So there's another 30 for us right there. And there should also be one right here. You know, we're pretty close to level 5 right now. We could just go ahead and do it, but I don't really want to do it without the blue ring. That's the thing. That's a huge problem. And another problem we have now is that if we had another 100 rupee giveaway, or another guy who handed out 100 rupees, we wouldn't be able to get them all. Thank you for warping over here. And I saw that red lever and I was like, dang it, I'm not gonna be able to get to him. These guys ain't even worth the trouble. Huh, just too much life force inside of them, man. Yeah, well, that was pretty shoddy droppings from y'all. Oh, wait, we got one more right here. That's right. Well, at least now we got arrows. That'll help a lot, too, in level 5. It's a secret to everybody. Yes, it is. Yeah, I think we can pick up 17 rupees on the way to the blue ring. Does anybody remember that issue of Nintendo Power where they had... You know how they used to have Counselor's Corner and classified information? One of the issues in Counselor's Corner, the question was, where is the blue ring in the second quest and how do I get it? At least I think that's how they worded it. But it seemed weird to word the question that way. It's like, well, once you know where the blue ring is in the second quest, why do you need to ask, how do I get it? You know how to get it. So I was like, whatever. But yeah. And I remember, like, in a much later issue of Nintendo Power, they had a tip for The Legend of Zelda 1 in classified information. And what was funny about it was that you never saw tips for the old games in there, even though you wanted to, because they were, like, better and everything. But once the games had been milked for all they were worth, there was no more secrets to post, so they never had any secrets for the old games anymore. But then, surprisingly, they came out in a late issue and had a secret for this game that apparently they had not published yet. And it was basically called Single Out the Enemy, so it's a thing where you leave an enemy by himself so that they don't respawn. Because if you kill all the enemies on the screen, then they respawn after you walk, like, 2 or 3 screens away. Alright, one more rupee. Give me a rupee. Your rupee is the difference between my double defense and lack thereof. Like, see, I've singled this guy out here. I'll just leave him alone. Or at least let him live. Okay, seriously, you guys got it. There we go. Aha. I knew you'd do it eventually. Huh. I guess I could have bought arrows here, too, couldn't I? There, that's it. We're maxed out on rupees. Please stay away. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Boy, this is really expensive! You bet your ass it is. I never leave the shop until my rupees are all spent. Yeah. Just a nice thing to do to pay up on it. When you're gonna pay them anyway, it doesn't matter, but still, I like to just stay there until I'm fully paid. So I feel less like a, you know, drive off at a gas station or something. Or a drive-by shooter, worse yet. What am I even talking about? Jeez Louise, man. Blue, blue. Man, all of a sudden I just had nothing to say. It's like an 8-bit orgy here. Yeah, still looking forward to PAX East. I don't know how much I can really say about it now. Because, you know, I mean, I don't know yet. I mean, it's just like, I have all this anticipation, pictures in my head of what it's going to look like and everything. And surprisingly, MagFest was pretty much almost exactly how I pictured it would be. But when I picture PAX East, it's like, I've seen pictures of the place where it's being taken place. And it's like it's a building with a lot of windows, so there's going to be like a lot of daylight getting in. And one of the things I kind of liked about MagFest, because I'm this kind of a person, is that it was mostly inside, that there were no windows. So I'm kind of worried about PAX East, like maybe it's going to be too bright. Because, I don't know, I just don't take kindly to brightness. Like, I like to keep my lights low. I don't know, because it feels like a mental institute when you're lit up too much. So, that's another thing I can't stand about work. It's just when they turn on those lights, it's just like, oh. Because when I come in, I turn them halfway, and then somebody else comes and turns them all the way, and it's like, It was really bad in the old store where everything was white, because it literally looked like a mental institute. It was just like, oh. And you pretty much felt shackled enough as if you were in one, so... Yeah, 3 keys. This is not bad. Well, I guess we don't need to take too much time exploring, but we do have dark rooms again, which is great. Not only are we going to have dark rooms, we're going to have dark nuts as well. It's not going to be my nuts that are going to be dark. 7? Those only take 7 hits? I thought they took 9. 4, 5, 6, 7. That's weird. Okay, maybe it's some other monster I'm thinking of. Huh. I guess that makes sense, though, because they only take 2 hits when you have the Master Sword, yeah. What was I thinking? It must be some other monster. I don't know. Hell if I know. Hell if I know. I might... Ooh, jeez, be careful. You don't want these guys to touch you, because it's a full heart of damage. Or if you didn't have the blue ring, it would actually be 2 full hearts of damage. Okay, let the fun begin. We got blue dark nuts on the loose. Yeah, I try to take one at a time, but I always lose track of which one I'm working on, so because you really gotta try to concentrate on safety more than anything. And don't walk out of the room either. I've done that so many times I couldn't tell you. You can kind of use the blocks to your advantage because you know they're going to be facing a certain way as they walk along them. And it limits the number of places where they can go. Oh, you know what? I was listening to a tape yesterday, and I think I know where it is that I got that from. That go. It's from this Bryan Adams song. Because in 1995, he had this huge hit called, Have You Ever Really Loved a Woman? And it was from the Don Juan DeMarco soundtrack. But I remember thinking the video was all scary because he's like in these black eye patches or something. Ugh, I don't know. But, the video just appeared out of nowhere on VH1's Top 10 one day. It was like number 5, and I was like, what the heck? But, anyway, and now they play that, like, all the time at work. It's ridiculous how much they play it. But, anyway. Well, there was a second single off of that, and it was called Let's Make a Night to Remember. And in the middle of that song, it's like... I don't know why I noticed this stuff, but in the middle of that song, he's all like, and I never want to let your body go. And he just dies on the word go. I never thought I'd see a fairy and actually be passing it up. Oh. Did you see that? I shot down and still hit him. That's very interesting. I should go to level 6 first so I can get the magic rod and use it on these guys. Oh no, I didn't bring rupees for the bomb guy! Of course, where was I going to get them from? Well, at least we can get the whistle. We'll come back for this later. It's not too far from the entrance or anything. Let's see here. Yeah, fighting these guys with a wooden sword is no picnic, I'll tell you. Especially because they take so many hits to kill, and when they start surrounding you, it's very uncomfortable. Man, are you guys in some kind of formation here or something? Good lord. Again, I guess you could use the block kind of to your advantage. But oh, you're getting lazy with your controller finger now. Holy crap-a-lony. He put a feather in his cap and called it macaroni. He called what macaroni? The feather or the cap? Neither thing makes sense. Those random thoughts you have. My dad has thoughts like that all the time. Question. You know another random thing I used to think of, and this is like 10 years ago. It's another music-related thing, which is probably of no interest to you, but at the time, 2 of the songs that were really popular 10 years ago were Destiny's Child. I can't remember what the song is called, but it's the one where they say question. And then and I Try by Macy Gray is another one that was really popular 10 years ago. But what I noticed about these 2 songs was that in the Destiny's Child song, they would say, question, tell me what you think about this. And it's like, that's not a question, that's an imperative statement, tell me what you think about blah blah blah. But they would always say that, they would say question, and then an imperative statement, tell me what you think about this. And in the Macy Gray song, she says, here is my confession, can I be your possession? That's not a confession, that's a question. So, what the heck? I think they got their songs confused. And I always noticed that, and I always wanted to say something about it, and I never did. And it's just one of those stupid things, but anyway. We got the whistle, so let's get out of here. Let's go ahead and unlock this door so we don't have to worry about it later. I'd rather have the stress come now than later. It's just how I am. Actually, that's not how I am. If you see, you know, most things in my life, I tend to say, well, just worry about it later. But, nah. Sometimes you just gotta take a chance, you know? You know what I mean, Vern? Yeah, I know what you mean, Vern. Get away, get away, get away. At least these guys are slow and stupid, so you don't have to worry too much about them. Get in the door! There's an example of mummies being weak to candles, to fire, just because of the way they move, but otherwise they're not really weak against it like they are in A Link to the Past. I guess I need to, kill these guys to open the door, don't I? Huh. Alright, so you want to die already? Or you just want to sit here all day? Now, I could use arrows, but the thing is, every time you shoot an arrow, it would cost a rupee. Which I think I explained that in the last episode, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, look at this. We got Dodongos. I can't wait to bomb some Dodongos. Or better yet, sword them. Get over here. No, don't be together like that. No, that's not gonna work. Alright, what's over here? I think this is just a guy that tells you something. Oh, wait, no, it's not. What? How peculiar. Now, this I'll actually use arrows on, because sometimes they'll drop... Well, there you go. Well, I was kind of hoping they'd drop more rupees, but, yeah, more rupees than I would spend on the arrows it took to kill them. Because usually you get a 5er out of one of those, but, yeah, we didn't that time. I can already tell you this is probably one of those rooms that has a T at the bottom of it. Yeah, what did I tell you? They always put the map in that room. I don't know why. I don't need your stinking bombs. I'll come back for them later. Oh, more of them, huh? Well, let's give it a shot again. I mean, after all, rupees, you know, come and go. But love is forever. Hey, there, look at that. That was pretty sweet. Oh, is that more? No, that's mummies. Shoot. Okay, back to the candle. Back to December, boy. You know, Call Me Crazy, I actually kind of like that song, Back to December. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I do, I kind of dig it. Huh. Of course I would dig a song like that where a girl feels bad for leaving a guy and not giving him a chance, right? That's pretty much the story of my life. Of course, I guess a lot of you can relate. I see Facebook posts to that effect all the time. Compass. We'll take that. Compass can kiss my ass. Now I think we just go left along the pathway here. Oh, great! We got Paul's voice. Lovely. We need to get rid of this variety pack, though. This is not working. I was taking a risk there. Alright, let's see if we can get these two guys with one shot. Oh, man! Well, they almost always drop 5 rupees, though, so that's good. That's good! Mummies, I don't care for you. Get out of here. They probably drop a key or some crap like that. I wouldn't know. Not a single kill? No, come on now. No, we gotta kill these guys now. Well, we'll just do this. I don't care. I don't care anymore, you know? I just work here. So are we at... Where's the boss now? Holy crap. Well, I guess we better get our whistle on. So, here's a little secret someone told me once. I don't remember if I used this in my other LP, but basically what you can do is, like, well, get yourself set up here. Drop a bomb. Ah, that's not gonna work. You know, let's get positioned better. There. And then, quick go to your subscreen, play the whistle. Pretty much get instant damage on them. Maybe if you're quick enough, you could actually put another bomb down. Alright, let's not get ourselves killed here. Alright, well, that could have been worse. Alright, well, it's getting a little intense now. Freaking Dig Doggers coming out at us. And in the next level, we get to fight the almighty Goma! Who was a minor enemy, to say the least, in Ocarina of Time, but not so much in this game. So after the death of the Red Lever, I think in the next episode we're probably going to do more rupee grinding. I'm not going to use save states with a money-making game or any of that, because that's kind of illegitimate. And I'm too legit to quit, you know, so... Yeah, so next time on Zelda, we do some more shit, so see you guys later. Goodbye.